Hi guys, this is Coach Justin here, and it's so great to have you. Now it has been 1 week since our Emotional Ninja series. So how have you been doing? This is me dropping in and checking out on how have you been doing. How is your progress? Do you manage to trigger yourself on the new words that you have implemented, that the new words that you want to empower yourself with? Are you able to do this exercise? Because this is extremely important in building the skill of emotional intelligence. And in this section, we're going to cover a little bit about what emotional intelligence and why is it important. So now, emotional intelligence is a big word. Now, there are many sections or parts of it or components that builds up emotional intelligence. I'm just going to break it down in two things. All right. The first part is emotional awareness, and the second part is emotional integrity. So these are the two sub-skills that you need to build emotional intelligence. Now let's talk about emotional awareness. What does emotional awareness means and why is it important? The first thing that you need to understand, in our first section, and now when we had our session together, I did ask you all a question. What are the emotions you are experiencing in a given week? And this is the part where you build in awareness of it. You are aware of the emotions that you're experiencing in a given week. And then we move on a little bit further, which is to ask another question is, given an option, what emotions do I want to experience in a given week? And then you had another list, and then we slowly ask the questions on how we can trigger these emotions, how we can experience these emotions, because the quality of your life is determined by the quality of your emotions you experience in a day-to-day basis. So that is on emotional awareness. Let's move in a little bit deeper on emotional awareness. First part is to know that what emotions you are experiencing, and that I'm very sure that you know that you are experiencing emotions and you have built that awareness. Let's move in a little bit deeper, which is to ask another question: why? Being curious on why you're experiencing these emotions, why you're experiencing this emotion of excitement, or why you're experiencing this emotional of anger, or maybe a little bit of frustration, or maybe a little bit of intrigue. Whatever emotions that you're experiencing, move a little bit deeper, build that awareness on why you're experiencing. What is the trigger that has make you to feel this emotion? And the important part of building emotional awareness is to build a distance between your ideal self and the emotion. Now, what I mean about this, when you speak to a person who is a little bit angry or a little bit frustrated, they always identify themselves as the anger. Now, what I mean by that as the anger, they say that I am angry, I am furious. They are the anger, but they don't use the word in such a way that I am feeling anger, I am feeling excited. Now, when you say these words, when you rephrase it saying that I am feeling anger, it shows that you are aware and you are not the anger. You are aware that you are feeling anger. So the words that you use to describe your emotions that you're feeling gives you the awareness that you are able to change as well, to change this emotion. So that's the second part of it, the sub-skill of it, you can say, that is to not identify, not attach yourself to any emotions, not being fully attached. That I am this anger, I am this sadness. To have that distance, I am feeling this. And then go a little bit deeper and ask yourself why. Why am I feeling this feeling? And usually most emotions are triggered by the subconscious. When you are angry, it's usually someone has gone against your own rule or your own standards that might have triggered you. So when you are sad, most probably something might have happened that you subconsciously think that it is lost. So all emotions has a feedback, and we will go into our next section on that. But today is to build that awareness. Ask yourself why. For this week, ask yourself why do you feel such emotions? And if you're up for the challenge, either ask yourself also, where are you focusing on, or what am I focusing on that's triggering these emotions? So this is your task for this week. And this week I don't want to leave you alone because it's going to be a 1 month gap. So for this week, focus on building this emotional awareness skill. The first part is to being aware of the emotions that you're experiencing, and the second part is to be curious. Ask yourself why. In the next section, we're going to go into emotional integrity.